Good evening. I am Reshma. Sir APJ Abdul Kalam once said, when learning is purposeful, creativity blossoms. When creativity blossoms, thinking emanates. When thinking emanates, knowledge is fully lit. When knowledge is lit, economy flourishes. Now, I invite Professor Harikant Sir, HOD, Department of Commerce, for delivering the welcome speech.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So good evening to all. Most respected principal, Dr. P. V. Thomas, sir. The resource person, James V. Doctor, Assistant Professor in Commerce, SS College, Kerala. IQAC Coordinator, Mr. Sajid, sir. Mr. Sanavas PM, Head, Department of Commerce, other faculty members, and dearest webinar participants. It's a privilege to organize a webinar on Decoding Union Budget 2022, which was presented in 1st February 2022 by Union Finance Minister, Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman. I am not extending my words. We all are waiting for Decoding the Union Budget 2022 by the eminent resource person. So I, on behalf of Department of Commerce, welcome you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. We are highly blessed to have an eminent personality as our resource person for this program. Professor James V. George, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, Sacred Heart College, Tevara, is our resource person, who is a member of Postgraduate Board of Studies in Mahatma Gandhi University, and he has authorized 3 books and published many articles in reputed newspapers. He has coordinated many academic programs like national level workshops, seminars, and invited talks. With all respect, I invite you for the section. Sir, please.
Good evening all. Hope I am audible to you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Most respected principal, respected IQAC coordinator, head of the Department of Commerce, and all other faculty members, and all the students who are participating, and the other persons who are involved in the activity, a very warm good evening. यो ध्रुवाणि परित्यज्य अध्रुवाणि निषेवते ध्रुवाणि तस्य नश्यन्ति अध्रुवं नष्टमेव हि. This is from Nidhisara. യോ ധ്രുവാണി പരിത്യജ്യ, ഏതൊരുവൻ സ്ഥിരമായതിനെ ഉപേക്ഷിച്ച് അസ്ഥിരമായതിനെ പ്രാപിക്കുന്നുവോ അവന് സ്ഥിരമായത് നഷ്ടപ്പെട്ടു, അസ്ഥിരമായതോ നഷ്ടപ്പെട്ടതിന് തുല്യം. So this is all about whether we are following a long-term with a long-term perspective or short-term perspective. That is very important. when it directly comes to the arena of the government, which is actually ruling the uh, respected state, our own state, India, Bharat. See, they're having a space, one government having a space for 5 years. See, so as a country, as an economy, as we all know, it needs very long-term plan. Even now, Honorable Prime Minister of our country is planning the discussions and plans and other policies from the 75th year of its independence towards the 100th year of its independence. So 25 years of planning. But the ruling system of this country is actually changing every 5 years. So many of the political parties who are all leading the government normally go for short-term plans. And these short-term plans may be for immediate benefit, immediate gratification, not for long-term gratification, perceived gratification. That simply means normally government look at the next election. So the infra development of the country, the long-term perseverance of the country, the long-term development of the country, the total and real eradication of poverty, real employment opportunity, that will not grow up to the mark. That is the limitation when countries government plan for a short period of time. See, planning for long period of time, that is very important, especially the country is actually procuring its capital resources from its borrowing capacity. So with this introduction, the point is whether the country is looking for long-term plan or short-term plan. That is the question before any budget. Then can I share my screen?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. I hope my screen is visible now. My screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. See, decoding Union Budget 2022. That is the connotation in connection with budget. See, I've put forward one important point. Does this budget is actually looking forward? Forward means it includes 10-year plans, whether the budget is included 10-year plans, 20-year plans, 30-year plans, very long-term period plans, or very short-term plans. See whether the borrowed money by this country is properly invested in long-term plans or for short-term expenses. See, all these are few questions. Please keep in mind. As your HOD rightly mentioned, the Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman presented her fourth budget, and the second one during pandemic on last Tuesday, February 1st. This is the year of 75th India's independence. So what is budget? What is budget? I hope many of you have interested to buy or purchase a motorbike, including girls. See, for purchasing that particular vehicle asset, we will have a plan for future. We will procure cash, money from the expected source, from your parents, maybe from your own pocket by way of doing extra labor or any other part-time job and all, maybe from your savings by cut shorting your expenses. All this way you are planning even for a single item. You all people may go for true trips and all, right? I'm focusing to students right now. So in order to go for a trip, we need money. Maybe 500, maybe up to 5,000 or 10,000. Very subjective from person to person, place to place. See, we are planning well in advance because it is not easy to get 2,000 rupees extra, 2,000, 3,000 rupees extra for an Aam Aadmi, common man in this country to spend as an extravaganza or for tour and all. So we normally plan where this particular 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 will come. A plan. So budget in simple sense, it is a plan. From where the income comes, in what are the sources or which are the sources where we should park this particular income. So this is basically a plan. Basically a plan of income and plan of expenses. A plan of income and plan of expenses, that is basically budget. See, when it comes to a nation's platform, it comprises of a big lakh screws. It has n number of revenue or income sources. It has n number of needs to be met. There are so many areas which need more attention. So planning in advance, that is a simple connotation in connection with, or simple definition in connection with budget. Simply a plan. This is the budget summary. We have revenue receipts. See, from tax revenue, from non-tax revenue, capital receipt by way of recovery of loans, other receipts, borrowings and other liabilities. Look at the figure, borrowings and other liabilities. See, it is keep on increasing, slightly changing. Total receipts, total expenditure. See, on revenue account of which interest payments, grant in aid for creation of capital asset, effective capital expenditure, revenue deficit. A revenue deficit is the difference between deficit is the difference between revenue and expenses except interest payment. See, revenue deficit is the figure that is keep on declining from 2020-2021 to 2022-23. We have a plan to reduce the revenue deficit to 3.8. Effective revenue deficit, coming to the point, effective revenue deficit 6.2 to 2.6. Fiscal deficit, it is the debt of the government. Fiscal deficit, it is from 9.2 to 6.4. Keep on declining. Fiscal deficit. And the primary deficit from 5.8 to 2.8. It's keep on declining. So this is in numbers. You all with commerce background, maybe some of you are from others team, but you can understand the figures in a general way. Anyway, it speak about the expected income and expected expenditure. Then we have a question regarding whether these income are realizable, whether these expenses or investment and other items have relevance during this particular time for India, its development, economic development and all. See, this is all about the division of 1 rupee as income and expenses. From where it comes. See, look at the figure, corporate tax, it is 15 paise. Every 1 rupee, 15 paise comes to the government from corporate tax, from company form of taxation. From income taxation, like you and me, we are paying individual taxation and all. Income tax, it's 15 paise again. From customs duty in connection with import of goods, customs duty 5 paise. Union excise duty 7 paise. It is in connection with inland production of goods. 7 paise. The next one is GST, goods and services tax, 16 paise. 16 paise in connection with the production, value addition and exchange of goods and services 16 paise, non-tax revenue 5 paise, miscellaneous items, non-debt capital receipt 2 paise, capital receipts 2 paise, and finally the chunk of our income, that is borrowing and other liabilities, 35 paise. The largest portion of our revenue is 35 paise, that is borrowing and other liabilities. Then coming to revenue side, again the 1 rupee central sector scheme spending expenses. Central sector scheme 15 paise. Central government is providing various schemes by through NABARD, through IDBI, IFCI, through all these agencies. There are a lot of ministries. 16 ministries are separately providing programs to the states and directly to the institutions, to the people. So 15 paise center sector schemes. Then 20 paise for interest payment. 20 paise for interest payment. Then for defense 8 paise. Subsidies 8 paise. Finance commission and other transfers 10 paise. State share of taxes and duties 17 paise. Pension 4 paise. Other expenses for 9 paise. Centrally sponsored schemes 9 paise. See, this is the expectation, and I would like to remind again and again, these are the expectations. These are the expectations of expenses and income. See, coming to interest payment 20 paise, borrowings and other liabilities 35 paise. See, I would like to remind you one important point. There is a theory that the summary of theories says that don't use the borrowed fund for meeting your immediate expenses or leisure activities or lavish entertainment for meeting the daily expenses. So the borrowed money should use for investment. Investment in the sense in creating assets. Should invest in creating asset. If you borrow, for example, if you borrow 10 lakh rupees from a bank, you are spending 1 lakh for tour. Go to Sri Lanka. Enjoyed a lot. Back to India. 2 lakh for the purchase of motor bike. 50,000 another to Munnar, Marayur, Chinnar and all. See, we are 50,000 for purchase of mobile. 1 lakh for purchase of Apple computer Mac. See, we spent all this money in order to meet the expenses. So that is very wrong. See, at the end of the day, this person or guy is not able to repay the amount. Nothing, because 10 lakh plus interest is going out of your pocket in the future. See, likewise, in case of a country, its economic system, the point is, what I'm trying to place before you humbly, if you borrow money from ADB, from World Bank, from IMF or from other nations too, right? See, when you borrow very big gigantic amount as loans and advances, you are giving it as a subsidy. Suppose the loan amount is spent for giving subsidy. The loan amount is gone to defense sector. The loan amount is gone for going to pension and other expenses. See, a state should very wisely invest its long-term borrowings into the investment, long-term capital investments. Long-term capital investment. Only the state can do such act. Say, take in the case of metro at Kochi. Many people are very much criticizing the point it's not profitable. There is no profitable metro in the world itself, even in China. China at par. There is no profit, no situation, just meeting the margin. That's all. But during 2035, by the year of 2040, you can very simply evidence one important point. Kochi Metro going to be the gift of this particular state. See, if you construct roads, if you construct bridges, see, transportation is very important. Imagine, I would like to place another example. See, China is having bullet trains. 400 kilometers per hour is the speed of bullet train in China. See, if we bring that particular technology to our nation, definitely you people, majority are from Kodamangalam and around, or from Moattivida and Todubida, like that. On a daily basis, you can go and work in Bangalore. Morning 7:30, then get into bullet train. 9:45 will reach to Bangalore. After completing the job, 5:45, sorry, at 5, you can leave the office, 5:30, bullet train. By 7:15, you can back to your home. That is a kind of speed. So mobility is very important for employability, income generation, and all, right? So the point is, government should focus to invest its borrowed or a borrowed fund for long-term investment, long-term with a long-term perspective. That is very important. See, coming to the exact areas of Union Budget 2022-23, it's an annual financial statement, as you know. It's an annual financial statement, as you know, very simply. Constitution Article 112 detailed about the Constitution of India laid down that it is a statement of estimated expenditure and receipts of the government for a particular year, for the coming years. See, it has micro and macro level analysis, perspective, allocation. See, as we all know, there are many things in connection with budget. You might have heard about halwa ceremony. Halwa ceremony. See, from 1950 onwards, the budget documents were printed at Rashtrapati Bhavan. 1950 itself, it was leaked, paper was leaked, because it will directly affect the tax rate. See, if the tax rate is informed earlier, those who are having the awareness about the tax rate going to be up or down in the budget will hold or sell that type of products, maybe iron ore or maybe cement, something like that. That is the point. See, from 1980 onwards, the North Block, the ground floor, North Block ground floor, there is a separate space, and in that space, these budget materials are being prepared and printed. See, before the printing work, that means 10 days back to the day of budget presentation, that means 10 days back to February 1, started its printing work. Around 100 and above staff under the Ministry of Finance taking part this particular printing work. The particular process normally were begun with a halwa making ceremony. See, all the employees are under quarantine very simply. Intelligence Bureau is looking at, CCTVs are there, they are under strict control. They don't make any call to the nearest closest one, to the family and all. See, in that way, restrictions are there in connection with this. Then coming to the budget, a day prior to the budget presentation, economic survey has been published. Economic survey of the last year. It is not easy to publish the full year data because this is only February 1st. Most probably the data is being analyzed till December of the month, December of the year. That is only possible. Then the economy is expected to grow 9.2% during 2021-22. That means the present financial year. See, during pandemic, we are expecting a growth of 9.2%. See, for the coming year, 2022-23, 8 to 8.5% growth is actually expected by the economy. See, whether it meets that need or not, we don't know. We are not sure about it. There is no such possibility to meet 9.2 in this year, and also in the coming year. It is not easy to meet 8 to 8.5% because there are a lot of issues in this connection. The oil prices are going up. The rate of inflation, the wholesale price index is above 10%. The retail price index is 6.1%, very high. And also definitely after the state UP, including UP election, state election, the government will retrieve the control over the petroleum product prices. Definitely the prices of diesel and petrol will go up, so that the inflation will again move up, and also the bitter experiences of pandemic. Due to this, it is not easy to grab the expected rate of development, that is 9.2% in this financial year and the coming financial year too. See, the present Union Budget 2022-23 are based on 4 pillars. First one, inclusive development. As you know, inclusive development really means development of the entire sectors. Nobody left out. That is the philosophy of inclusive development. And we are facing a lot of exclusions even now. See, 41%, as per RBI notification, 41% of the total population of this country is excluded from the financial literacy. In the sense, the so-called literacy is defined as per those who are having bank account with loan facility, with deposit facility. That is the meaning of that inclusiveness in terms of finance, right? 41% is the inclusive rate. And at the same time, we are at 100 out of 116 countries in connection with the hunger index, 104. Does it possible? Inclusive development, we need to go more miles. We need to plan for 25 years, not for 5 years. That's why I've already told, Yo Druvani Paridijya, Adruvani Nishevati, Druvani Tasya Nashyanti. The next one is productivity enhancement and investment. So in connection with productivity enhancement and investment, in order to enhance the productivity, once we are able to enhance productivity, that automatically will improve the GDP. Value of products will increase, naturally GDP will increase. See, in connection with investment also, see, I would like to raise one question to you people. I'm telling 3 important terms. Then you please replay the chronological order of these 3 terms. First one is income. Second one is savings. Third one is expenses. Could you please tell the chronological order? Could you please anyone tell the chronology of these 3 terms? Income, I repeat, income, savings, expenses. Which comes first, which comes second, and which comes third? Anyone please respond. Please unmute and tell. If you give correct answer, you will be provided with gift. Hello, am I audible? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Audible.
Yeah, then thank you. Then please reply. What is the chronological order? Which term comes first, which comes second, which term comes two? I repeat the terms again: income, savings, and expenses. Could you please tell the chronology? ക്രമത്തിലുള്ള order പറയുക. Could you please? Are you following me or getting me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, then tell.
Sir, is it first income, the
First
next
income,
expense, and after
the next expense,
ex-
the next
then
third one savings. Good. Then
Yes.
any other answers? Any other answers? Any other answers? No. See, due to lack of time, not asking again and again, but I'm just concluding with my answer. See, the correct chronology of these three terms, what I have told, that is the chronology. First of all, income. Second one is savings. Third one is expense. We must plan the savings first. Income normally comes. Based on the income, we must plan savings. Third one is expenses. What left after the savings, that means expenses. If you are not able to meet your expenses with that particular money after saving, then you will try for extra income. Definitely will try for extra income, right? Or by reducing the expenses. By reducing the expenses, you will try to find out an alternative means to satisfy that particular element or expenses, right? So that the investment can be grabbed more. So a productivity enhancement investment. Productivity enhancement, actually any type of product, art materials, any type of product. It never means all type of products which comes from a company. No, even you people can made many products by using the waste material, plastic bottle, glass bottles. You can simply make a lot of products. So it will add to the GDP, gross domestic product. So now the platform is open to everyone. You can be a seller in Amazon, Flipkart, anything, anywhere. It's possible. You can sell your products to US through Amazon. You can be very easily, you can become a seller in Amazon, right? So investment means likewise investment. The approach what we need in through budget, that is income, savings and expenses. See, that is a greatest focus in this particular budget. The next is sunrise opportunities. Sunrise opportunities, energy transition and climate action. I'm not detailing everything. Energy transition, sunrise opportunities and energy transition. Energy, transition of energy. There are a lot of aspects in connection with the energy and climate action. A few months back, the COP26 cooperation of parties, COP26 came to an end in connection with the climate action and all. The climate is very alarming. It's keep on changing. And you might have heard about the term blue economy too. Blue economy. Blue economy is a term in connection with the sea or ocean. We are simply ignoring the ocean. We are simply dumping the waste to the ocean. We are not bothered about the eatables from ocean, the fish capacity. We are not bothered about this fish capacity from ocean. Should convey the very economic aspects of sea, the advantages of sea, the economic values of sea should consider in terms of climate too. That is blue economy altogether. See, we should understand. See, when we keep two copies of the same photo in your mobile phone or laptop or computer, two copies of the same photo, two copies of the same document, that will definitely raise the water level in sea. Definitely raise the water level in sea. That is the extent how. See, you may be provided with cloud space. You may be provided with cloud space, cloud space. Google has 15 GB free space. Then 5 GB space for every SIM holder. And the mobile phone company will grant leisurely to you the memory. If you pay more, we will get more and more storage space. Where it is saved? Anyway, we need a hard disk. We need a hard portion to save all these materials, all these things. See, for Google, for Microsoft, for Samsung, for Apple, for Vivo, the gigantic hardwares are required. See, where to be stored? See, right now, Microsoft and Google is storing its uh, hard disk capacity on ocean. It is very much concealed and keeping in ocean. Automatically, that will increase the level of water. In that way, it's keep on changing. Anyway, within 10 years, we will have serious climate issue. We are facing lot of issues even right now. Then financing of investment. Financing of investment is very important. Country has lot of plans, unfinished plans. The major advantage of during this particular 3-year time, when we look at this particular budget and the economic survey, we can see road development is a massive development during this particular 3-year period of time. And also the fourth pillar, Prime Minister Gati Shakti. Prime Minister Gati Shakti. All these four pillars are very important while disseminating the budget in the form of its receipts and payments. See, coming to the economic indicators, I've already mentioned about 9.2. See, the net FDI, foreign direct investment. There are two types of foreign investment. It is classified into FII and FDI. It is $24.7 billion from April to November last year. That is 29.5% lower than those of April 2020 compared with the last year. Inflation is 5.2% last December. Right now it is 6.1%. The wholesale price index is above 10%. Above 10%. That is the figure. See, regarding capital expenditure, the outlay of capital expenditure has been stepped sharply by the PM Gati Shakti National Master Plan, rupees 20 crore allocated. Rupees 20 crore allocated for this particular infrastructure. Right? Then 5G spectrum. You are much familiar with 5G spectrum and all, 5G spectrum. The next, optical fiber in rural areas in order to get connected. See, the technology being tech savvy made a lot of opportunities. That's why. See, all these are the major infrastructure schemes proposed by this union budget, and we are eagerly waiting how it is being implemented. For MSME, Ministry of Small and Medium Enterprises. In this connection, what is actually following for RAM scheme? That is rupees 6,000 crores outlay spread over 5 years. That is in connection with MSME. That is actually RAM, raising and accelerating MSME performance. MSME, Ministry of Small and Medium Enterprises. See, what is RAM? RAM is raising and accelerating MSME performance. It is over a period of 5 years. 6,000 crore outlay is actually expected. And next one is the ECLGS. That means the Emergency Credit Line Guarantee Scheme. That provided much needed additional credit to over 1.3 crore MSMEs will be extended till March 2023 with its guarantee cover expanded by rupees 50,000 crore to 5 lakh crore. That means additional benefit, credit benefit simply to MSMEs. Coming to railway. See, railway budget was a separate budget, but now it is being part of this central budget itself, railway. See, as part of the Prime Minister's Gati Shakti Master Plan, 2,000 kilometers of railway network will be brought under this particular railway development scheme. Also, 400 new generation Vande Bharat trains with better energy efficiency. And we know coal was the energy, then electricity was the energy for railway. All these are very harmfully affecting the environment too. So with better energy efficiency and passenger riding experience will be developed and manufactured during next 3 years. For these two announcements in connection with railway will be achieved within 3 years. That is expectation right now. The next in connection with the defense, that is another very important sector. See, budget 22-23 would give a push to self-reliance in defense production. Self-reliance in defense production. We have much heard about the import of equipments from Russia, from China, from other nations, from US, from other nations, and these deals made a lot of issues, a lot of bribery issues and other complications in this connection, and also self-reliance on defense production as part of Atmanirbhar Bharat initiative, as part of Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhay. The 68%, while speaking it quantitative terms, the 68% capital procurement budget in the sector was earmarked for domestic procurement. We are hoping for 68%. See, and also this budget encouraged private industry to take up the design and development of military platforms and equipments. Also, this is also the another initiative for which amount is actually contributed. See, the point is, are we able to establish and visualize and materialize this new announcement without any hindrances, without any delay, without any quality compromise? That is the question. Let's see how other plans will come from the government. See, coming to the very important field, that is agriculture. Regarding agriculture, a lot more points to say. See, domestic scheme introduced to reduce the dependence on oil seed imports. Oil seed import. See, the major oil seeds are the groundnut oil, then sunflower oil. All these are major oil seed import. India trying to restrict or to reduce domestic production of oil seeds, and NABARD also to facilitate funds with blended capital to finance startup for agriculture and rural enterprises. There is a combo offer in budget, that is actually agriculture plus rural development or rural enterprise. The figure is 16 crore rupees. Sorry, the last year figure was 16 crore rupees. Last year for agriculture, for combo, agri and rural enterprises combo, the last year figure was 16,000 crore. 16,000 crores of rupees. But in this budget, for this combo, agri and rural enterprises, 14,000 crore only. 2,000 crore cut. 2,000 crore cut. See, government is speaking always that we are for agriculturists, we are for farmers. See, as you know, right from the independence period, we are proclaiming that India is a country which is actually or headed by its agriculturists. They are very sacred. They are so passionate. And agriculture is karma, dharma. No, I cannot say farming or agriculturist is not karma, dharma. That is the ultimate problem. See, we are actually promoting or just cheating the farmers, agriculturists by telling that you are the real king. You are the sacred person. You are the sacred man in the country. Your efforts makes the country as a country, right? Your job, your entitlement is actually a dharma, karma to the country. That was the saying from the independence era to present era. See, this is an absolute foolishness. Every farmer or agriculturist should be able to generate income out of his or her activity. That is the point. Should establish adequate mechanism or to ensure the price to meet the needs plus a return, a genuine income. make sure adequate storage facilities in the country for the procurement, for the sale, for the value addition. Provide adequate mechanism to the agriculturist. Agriculture is not karma dharma. That is my point of view. My point of view, agriculture is not karma dharma. Every agriculturist farmer should be able to get a profit, get some extra out of his or her activities. That is the point. So even now, this is actually a challenge before the agriculturists from 16,000 crore rupees to 14,000 crore for this combo agriculture and rural enterprises. See, that is important point. See, chemical-free natural farming to be promoted across the country. Chemical-free natural farming. See, chemical-free natural farming. We are after organic farming. We are after very much organic products. Are we able to really produce purely in our organic method? Being an agriculturist, I would say it's not easy. The output may be very meager, very less, very few. Sometimes it will fail drastically. So chemical-free natural farming is to be promoted across. That is well and good, but climate change makes the problem. So this budget in connection with agriculture is not addressing the real problems of agriculturists and proclaiming the chemical-free natural farming. What is happening in this connection? NABARD will announce these particular, and Agriculture Department will announce these policies and programs to the state government. Naturally, state government will announce these programs, and finally, the through the Agriculture Department, through the Krishi Vagup of the concerned state, they will disseminate and distribute few amount under this category. If you are doing a chemical-free farming, yeah, you please write and fill a form. We will provide 2,000 rupees. That is the ultimate thing happening. That is the ultimate thing happening. So this is the problem. 2022 to be the year of millets. The year of millets. You know millets. Support for post-harvest value addition for millet products. What is actually entrusted in budget? Value addition for millet products. 2022 is the year of millets. Using Kisan drones for crop assessment and spraying of pesticides. This is also suggested in budget. Using Kisan drone facility. It is not only for photographs. Kisan drone facility for crop assessment and spraying of pesticides. There is a mismatch. Chemical-free natural farming is promoting at one side. At the same side, they are actually vouching for spraying of pesticides. Okay, there are a lot of problems in this connection. In agriculture, minimum support price is not adequate right now even. Also, there is reduction in the price of wheat, in the storage facility of rice and wheat. You know, FCI has deposit of rice and wheat, major two things, rice and wheat. But through this budget, it has reduced the deposit rice and wheat. See, last year it was 1,286 lakhs tons. Through this budget, it was announced the storage is expected to only 1,208 lakhs tons. See, payment to agriculturist, that's also reduced 2.48 to 2.48 lakhs crore to 2.36 lakhs crores. That is the cut. See, through Thudilorap Pathadi, Mahatma Gandhi Gramin Employment, Rural Employment Project, 98,000 crores was the last year allocation. Right now, only 73,000 crores of rupees. 73,000 crores of rupees for Thudilorap. Agriculture and allied activities in totality. Agriculture and allied activity, last year it was 4.26%, and the present year only 3.86%. in totality, percent of its total budget. For agriculture and allied activity, last year it was 4.26% and this year it is 3.86%, right? For subsidy, another issue, 1.4 lakh crore to 1.05 lakh crore, a reduction. For food items, in order to ensure the food of the person of below poverty line, especially 2.95 lakhs crores to 2.1 lakh crores, right? See, for subsidy, for a primary subsidy, from 6,517 crore to 5,813 crore. And you know, these are the major changes in connection with this particular agriculture area. And I have already mentioned about BPL. You should understand what is BPL. See, during 2015, world has fixed the BPL line, that is $1.79 per day. Those who are having above the list APL, below the list BPL, $1.79 per day. And this BPL line never consider inflation. See, this is the point. The very good economics Peter Edward is very important at this time. Poverty line is poverty line must be ethical line. According to Peter Edward, a very famous economics, see, the poverty line must be at least $7.4 per day. Then only it will convert it into its ethical status. See, coming to India, what is BPL? In rural area, it is 1,059.42 rupees per month. For a day, what is the present BPL of this country? 35.31 rupees per day. What is the BPL line in India? 35.31 rupee per day. In urban area, it is 45.87 per day. That is the reality about BPL. So, all these are the things what I am trying to tell. See, we should equally, I'm not disagreeing with the industrial service sector development. I'm obviously in favor of industrial. I'm in favor of metro. I'm in favor of road development. I'm in favor of education development. I'm in favor of LIC. I'm in favor of health insurance plans. I'm in favor of high income. I'm in favor of more investors in equity market. I'm in favor of more investors in derivative market. And at the same time, when you look at the mass of this particular nation, mass population of this nation, we need a rigorous equal plan for agriculture sector too. That is my point of argument. That is not exactly found or not well versed in the present budget. Coming to education, digital university, well and good. Coming to education, digital university is proposed. Digital university will be established based on network hub model. That means it is a interconnectivity. The next, one class, one TV channel. One class, one TV channel will be expanded from 12 to 200. Right now, 12 channels. Then trying to expand to 200 TV channels to provide supplementary education in all regional languages. That is a very good initiative, I would say. In connection with the health, national digital health ecosystem to be rolled out. National digital health ecosystem that includes the telemedicine as in connection with the COVID and all, where we have experienced the digital telemedicine. 23 tele-mental health centers of excellence, trying to establish 23 mental health centers for excellence. Integrated benefits to women and children through the Mission Shakti, Mission Valsalya and all this program. A portion 2 for healthy goods product, right? See, all these are very critically included. The next, multimodal. Regarding the policy, when it comes to the policies of the government through the budget, see, first one is multi-modal connectivity. See, multi-modal connectivity simply means connectivity of port through roads, road through rail, rail through airport. See, that is multi-modal. We lack a lot of things. As we all know, from Kochi, from the container terminal to reach to the airport, we know the traffic. From that place to the railway station, we know the traffic congestion. See, multi-modal connectivity, this is very much needed. As early as possible, I would say. Expansion of roadways by 25 kilometers. Even now, 25 kilometers is not needed. This 25 kilometers for multi-modal connectivity is going to be an example, only a model in this country, a single model in this country. Just like metro in Mumbai, metro in Delhi, metro in Kochi. Going to be a model. We need more. It is not about 25 kilometers. Not allowed this 25 kilometers. Not only allow this 25, but for long kilometers and 2000 kilometers of rail network. It is also not necessary. Inclusion of 2000 kilometers of rail network under indigenous technology. That is very important. Indigenous technology. See, it is only a sample. 2000 kilometers again a sample. Okay, we need more, definitely. Then develop 8 ropeway projects and 100 cargo terminals. And we know ropeway right now we are using it as an entertainment while going for tour and all, entertainment, right? We should use ropeway for transportation. Let's take one example. See, ഇപ്പോൾ ഇടുക്കി ജില്ലയിലാണ് ഇപ്പൊ കുറഞ്ഞു ഏറ്റവും കൂടുതൽ മിൽക്ക് പ്രൊഡക്ഷൻ. നിങ്ങളെല്ലാം മിൽമയുടെ ഒക്കെ പാക്കറ്റ് പാല് മേടിക്കുന്നത്, പ്രോസസ്ഡ് പാലാണ് മേടിക്കുന്നത്. ഗുഡ്, പ്രശ്നമൊന്നുമില്ല. പക്ഷെ ഇഫ് യു വാണ്ട് ടു യൂസ് ഇറ്റ് ഇൻ ഇറ്റ്സ് വെരി ഫ്രഷ് മാനർ, ഇപ്പൊ ഇമാജിൻ ഇപ്പൊ ഇടുക്കി ജില്ല ഹില്ലി ഏരിയ ആണ്, അവിടെ നിന്ന് റോപ്പ് വേ നേരെ മൂവാറ്റുപുഴയ്ക്ക് ഘടിപ്പിക്കുന്നു. മൂവാറ്റുപുഴയ്ക്ക് റോപ്പ് വേ അവിടെ 8 മണിക്ക് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ 7:30 or 7 o'clock മിൽക്ക് ഓരോ യൂണിറ്റും കളക്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നു, റോപ്പ് വേയിലേക്ക് അപ്പ് ചെയ്യുന്നു. നേരെ റോപ്പ് വേയിൽ നിന്ന് ആ മിൽക്കുമായിട്ട് മൂവാറ്റുപുഴയ്ക്ക് വരുന്നു. അനദർ ലൈൻ ടു എറണാകുളം, അനദർ ലൈൻ ടു കോട്ടയം, നേരെ മിൽക്കുമായിട്ട് ചെല്ലുന്നു, അവിടെ എത്തുന്നു. 7 അവിടെ പുറത്തുവിടുന്നു. 7:30 ഡിസ്ട്രിബ്യൂഷന് മൂവാറ്റുപുഴയും എറണാകുളത്തും കോട്ടയത്തും റെഡി ആവുന്നു. ദാറ്റ് കൈൻഡ് ഓഫ് സിസ്റ്റം ഈസ് റിക്വയർഡ്. അല്ലാണ്ട് മല തകർക്കുന്നതല്ല, എൻവയോൺമെന്റൽ ഡാമേജ് ആക്കുന്നതല്ല, ഫ്രജൈൽ ഏരിയയെ demolish ചെയ്യുന്നതല്ല ഡെവലപ്മെന്റ്. സോ വി ഷുഡ് കൺസിഡർ ദീസ് ടെക്നോളജീസ്. അപ്പൊ അത് വെരി അഡ്വൈസബിൾ, very appreciating movement. Develop 8 ropeway projects and 100 cargo terminals. Very good initiative. Then International Arbitration Center to be set up and foreign university in Gift City. In Gift City, you might have heard about Gift City. Gift means Gujarat International Finance Tech City. It's a business district currently being constructed by the state of Gujarat, promoted by the state of Gujarat as a greenfield project. It will include commercial and residential complexes. Commercial and residential complexes. It was indeed, it was established during 2007 and got many prizes and all. See, it was around 886 acres of land come under this particular area of land. Approximately 100 and above buildings. 100 and above buildings. There are both for commercial. See, the proposed utilities of the city: electricity, telecommunication services, piped gas, solid waste management, transportation. All these are the facilities available in connection with this Gift City. So foreign university to be set up, and foreign universities in Gift City. That means going to establish foreign universities. This is a change in the education scenario, right? Education scenario is in connection with education. We are, I think, a slight imitation is going to take place. A slight imitation of a foreign education, imitation of other nation education, other scheme. That is actually, we can see some glimpse of this in this budget also. Amendments to the insolvency, IB's Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code very connected to commerce people. IB's Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code, cross-border insolvency being incorporated, a well-settled laws and regulations is going to be enacted, a center to reduce the process of voluntary winding up within 6 months, up to 6 months. That is going to be established. Voluntary winding up of a company or any other institution to be very, very, very stress-free. Then in connection with digital currency, Bitcoin, we are much familiar about the term Bitcoin. See, for digital currency in the time, that is called cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrencies basically using cryptography. Anyway, and this cryptography is basically based on the blockchain system. Every transactions are saved in each and every blocks. See, in financial technology, in fintech, the world is going to be witness an array of blockchains. Definitely, the fintech is going to take the front runner of in the near future. Fintech, financial technologies, the blockchain, it is going to be surely in connection with the legal aspects. It is going to be established, but the central government through this budget say no to digital currency, say no to cryptocurrency. See, in order to nullify the elements, they are proposed to start a digital currency by its own, by RBI. And also, government proposed to charge tax on the transfer of digital currency, any type of digital currency, at the rate 30%. 30%. So in connection with this digital currency, that is the point. 30%. And scheduled Commerce Bank to set up 75 digital banking units. Digital banking also in this connection. So extend the core banking system to post office. India real rural area post office has several branches. No other organization, establishment, company can claim this thing. In real in real rural area, post office has its branches. So നമ്മളത് മറന്നുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുകയാണ്. We are just eliminating the impact of post office. This is a very nice representation. It was started 5 years back. We are enlightening, empowering the post office into that arena. It's a very good initiative. See, real rural villages, rural areas of this country is having post office facility. What we required, just modernization is required. Come up with new product that is actually suggested. Very good initiative from the part of the government through the budget. Committee to govern different process, all this gaming activity, comic sectors, visual effects, animation, all these are going to be well monitored through these committees as per the recommendation of this budget. So in connection with the digital asset, see the cryptocurrencies, government has given a definition. Previously, government has no conclusion, evidential conclusion regarding whether it is a currency or it is an asset. Through this budget, the central government made a clarity regarding it is a digital asset, regarding the cryptocurrencies as a digital asset. 1% TDS is there and 30% taxation on the gain. And one more important point, there is no set off, or that person cannot set off any loss, any expenses except the cost of purchase in connection with this particular profit. That means in connection with other transfers, in connection with other business, we can deduct the expenses, losses, set off the expenses with other income, set off the losses with other income, carry forward the losses to the next year in connection with the future profit and all. All these are not possible in connection with digital asset, right? Next, green bonds are there. Green bonds, setup of government backed funds for climate action, that is called a green for climate changes, reduce carbon intensity. Sovereign green bonds are trying to be established. And special economic zone, right now we have a special cess act. Then through this budget, government has announced going to plan a new act, a new legislation in that place. It's a very good initiative. PLI scheme. uh, PLI scheme is going to be established. Regarding this PLI scheme, I should understand what is PLI scheme. PLI scheme means it is not post office life insurance, it is production linked incentives. PLI scheme means production linked incentives. See, 60 lakh new jobs during the next 5 years. Additional allocation rupees 19,500 crores of production linked incentive schemes for manufacturing high efficiency solar. Empowerment of women. I have already mentioned about empowerment of women. See, Prime Minister Gedi Shakti, there are 7 engines for economic transformation. 7 engines for economic transformation. The 7 engines are roads, railway, airport, ports, mass transport. All this automatically empower the other 2 sectors. All these are in connection with what? Service sector. See, all these service engines. See, all these service engines are in connection. These service engines, 7 service engines are in connection with the service sector. Then it will definitely promote the other 2 sectors, industry and agriculture sectors. But we need more policies to that sector also. So this is the point where I would like to place on record one important point. See, this budget largely focusing to service sector to empower the service sector, that is also required. But in order to establish more and more activity service sector, we need products and services from industry, agriculture. So at the same time, the budget and government should focus to push the industrial and agriculture sector at the same time. Simultaneous enrollment is required. National highways network will be expanded by, I've already mentioned, and also one station, one product to help local business and supply chain. That means built-in model. Every railway station will have a product movement capacity that is actually suggested. Free transport and all. See, 2,000 rupees, 288 crores has been allocated to the Union Personnel Ministry for training to the bureaucrats. See, this is the point where I would like to comment. See, all these income revenues are channelized through the bureaucratic structure of this country. Are we really tolerant about all set of corruption? We sometimes found that or felt that we really tolerant about all types of intolerances in connection with the bureaucracy, in connection with the corruption. We vouch corruption. We are ready to give 100 rupee extra as part of corruption. We are ready to give 10%. We are ready to give 20%. So here we need a massive, drastic, gigantic change. Really. See, this is again a good initiative if it will happen properly. More and more legal involvement is required in this connection. So not only allocate fund in order to modernize, augment the training facilities. In that connection, we should have an emphasis. The government should have an emphasize more and more corruption-free transactions. And at the same time, we should empower with the RTI, Right to Information Act. We should apply Right to Information Act very widely. See, the programs going to be restructured through this budget. Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana, that means per drop more crop. Then all these are the programs restructured right now due to lack of time not explaining all this. And important point, these schemes were earlier part of Green Revolution program started in the year 2007 and 8. and had reduced over the allocation had reduced over the years, but now the government is ready to restructure this scheme. This is actually a welcome step. Regarding income tax, see, it is through finance bill. There is no change in the corporate or personal income tax rate. As you know, 2.5 lakh is the basic exemption limit. 2.5 to 5 lakh, 5%. 5 lakh to 10 lakh, it is 10%. About 10 lakh, 30%. Then surcharge is there, education cess is there, right? No change in that. And rebate 89, a rebate is there. ATC, there is no change. ATD, there is no change. ATE, there is no change. And all the chapter 6A deduction has no change at all in this financial year. It has some problems, pros and cons, boon and bane also, I would say. See, but we will discuss later. Then revised tax return policy. Taxpayers only change. Taxpayers now have a 2-year window to correct errors and file a revised tax return. See, as per section 139, if you file an voluntary return, see, if you have any error, the window is open for 2 years to revise the return. And also tax holiday for startup. Tax holiday means no taxation for 5 years, no taxation for 10 years. Initially, this was a very popular time in connection with the special economic zone, but government, unfortunately, doesn't have adequate mechanism to cope with this special economic zone. So it was there are a lot of chapter 6 sections in this connection with this particular special economic zone. Now again, tax holidays are going to start by this is a very good initiative. We can see a club. There is a proper understanding. Government also plan to start a new legislation in connection with the special economic zone, and also trying to establish tax holiday for startups especially, right? The next, virtual digital asset, I've already mentioned, again 30% set off is not possible. Then this and finally, all these are the budget preparation and finance bill, including the railway budget proposed by the Honorable Finance Minister of this country, Nirmala Sitharaman. And once it is got approved by the Parliament with the consent of the Honorable President of the nation, it will pass, and finance bill become the Finance Act. That will be the guiding area in connection with the direct and indirect taxation of this country. And GST also, that in the month of January, as you know, it has increased a lot. Now the time for question and answers.
Sir, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Sir, how can we deal with cryptocurrency?
Deal with cryptocurrency. In what way? How to purchase it, or how, in the taxation aspect or the legal status?
So it's purchase, sir. It's about purchase.
Okay, thank you. Regarding cryptocurrency, it is actually, you might knowing the Nadashi Nakamoto is the person. We are not sure whether it is a person or a group of person or an institution. That is the name behind the cryptocurrency. See, cryptocurrencies are developed on the basis of cryptography. You know, previously we used cryptography in the defense field. We are also using in place of, in order to, your name is Sir Harikant, and in order to connote your name in an indirect way, we may use the numbers, maybe 0, 1, 2, 3, like that. That is simply cryptography. It was started well with the defense sector, right? Then after that, that is the basic technology of cryptography. Cryptocurrency has value on the basis of mathematical problem. Initially, the value was 0. Initially, the value of cryptocurrency were absolute 0. Then those who are solving the problem will be awarded with few currencies. That is called a cryptocurrency. In that way, more and more people entered into that arena. Likewise, the value of cryptocurrencies got approved. And right now, in order to purchase cryptocurrency, we have lot of mechanism cryptocurrency. There are a lot of apps. You just download the app from the app store. Crypto app is there, Men's app is there, Start app is there. There are a lot of apps. See, please download all those app or any of these app, register it. Then after giving adequate KYC norms, know your customer norms, you can transfer amount to the crypto platform or the demat platform, just like Geojit is giving, just like Carvi is giving, just like other stock brokers are giving. Then you can purchase the portions of Bitcoin or any other currency. See, among cryptocurrency, Bitcoin occupies 41%. Therefore, see, when we talk about cryptocurrency, the immediate name comes to our mind, that is Bitcoin. 41% of cryptocurrency, entire cryptocurrency deal, the share of Bitcoin is 41%. That's why. See, that is the mechanism to purchase and hold cryptocurrency. There is no national frontier. There is no national frontier in connection with the cryptocurrency. I hope I am answered your question.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Any other queries? It is not easy to handle or discuss all the details about budget within 1 or 1.5 hours. It's a very detailed report. Around 900 staff of the finance department and other department people involved in the preparation of budget from its own department, and clubbing all together and making it as a single document. Also, it is a very tedious task. It is not easy to judge and evaluate every aspects of a budget. See, the important things which we are familiar, that we can measure all those things. See, that's the limitation of evaluating budget while discussing with budget. Okay, you can raise questions in any connection.
Sir, I have one doubt.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you told the crypto purchase. My
Yes, sir.
doubt is, can we earn any profit by using this crypto, sir?
Yes, definitely. Definitely, cryptocurrency has profit. See, simply the difference between the same thing in connection with a stock market. The difference between the purchase price and the different and the selling price, that makes the difference. That makes the profit. You can exchange the crypto. You might be knowing about Nestle. Nestle once agreed to take the cryptocurrency for the purchase and all. So, there are 17,418 cryptocurrencies. 17,418 cryptocurrencies. There are 458 exchanges. The market capitalization is too high. I have already mentioned Bitcoin occupies 41.8%. Bitcoin occupies 41.8% right now. See, the price of, suppose the Bitcoin is 43 right now, the price is, that means for 2 weeks times price is actually decreasing. Right now, $43,736. That is the price of Bitcoin right now. The market cap is also too high. Another cryptocurrency, that is Ethereum, that is $3,084. Then Tether, that is just $1. BNB, just $420. USD coin just $0.99. Then XRP just $0.8447. That is the rate of this Bitcoin. See, while purchasing this, once you purchase the Bitcoin, just like the share market, just like the derivative market, the price will go up or go down, the same situation. And what is extra in connection with the cryptocurrency? What is extra in connection with the cryptocurrency? See, in connection with derivative market, capital market across the globe are some regulations. It is well controlled by SEBI. Even then, there are a lot of malpractices, mismanagement, insider trading happening, right? In stock market and derivative market. This is happening. So the thing is, we can convert just like that. There is no laws and regulation as share market and derivative market. But the blockchain technology itself gives a chance to be corrected. I will not say it is not fruitful, sorry, false free or error free or friction free. It is highly volatile. There are a lot of malpractices. I would say just like in share market and derivative market, just like in share market, what Harshat Mehta had done, what is actually real? I'm not criticizing Warren Buffett in the world market, what he is doing. He has the capacity to drive the market. Sometimes he may be acted as a driver of many Asian markets too, right? That is also there. Just all these type of frictions, all the levels of volatility, the level of errors, manipulations, malpractices also there in cryptocurrency transaction too. But the transaction mechanism, the trading strategy, simply the selling price. What is the profit? It is the selling price minus a purchase price. See, through exchange, if you purchase Bitcoin right now, the price is $43.733. See, you hold for a week, the price is moving up. Suppose the Bitcoin price after 1 week is $50,000. You are in a very profitable position. Through your exchange, you can simply sell. And encash it. That is the mechanism. In this connection. In connection with the trading and all. Hope you clear or I've answered.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Fine.
There are a lot of apps for coins, Coin DCX, SEPPay, Coin Switch Curve, lot of BitBuzz. There are a lot of apps in connection. See, I would say don't go for the guy who is calling you. If you are interested to invest in Bitcoin, I'll help you. No, strictly you should say no to them. That is the problem. What makes the problem? Should study, should understand, should learn. Literacy is required in connection with the cryptocurrency and any other blockchain technology. Literacy is required. Once you become literate, you should try it for this straight away. Otherwise, you will be in a trouble. People will lead you to huge bundle of losses. They will call you. We will grant 200% capital growth, 500% capital growth. We are going to invest. We will help you out. They will give an app just similar to the original Bitcoin or cryptocurrency app. Just similar. They will request the money to the app and you will be in great trouble. So literacy is very important. Don't jump into the screen of cryptocurrency immediately after learning all those things. There is a very visible website that is called coinmarket.com, coinmarketcap.com, coinmarketcap.com, which gives a summary and adequate report about all the bitcoins, all the cryptocurrencies, the trending cryptocurrencies, all the information, the history of each and every cryptocurrencies. This site is very informative. Go for reliable information and read the, the published or peer reviewed articles, or at least a reviewed one. Not follow the so-called advertisements, all the pop-up advertisement coming when you are using the mail and all, website and all. Don't go for that. Just go for, first of all, for understanding, read good books, read the peer-reviewed journal articles, then read the articles in the newspaper in English and in any other language. Like, see the original reviewed one, authentic one. Please follow the authentic one. Once it become a normal thing in the economy, just like the share and derivative kind of market, then you can or you can go after that. This is the first time aspect. Therefore, we should go for normally the kind of information from the original sources. Hope I answered the question.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
Sir, I have one query.
Yes.
Can we use it like other currency to buy?
Voice is breaking.
Sir,
Could you please repeat? Could you please repeat the question?
Any other sir?
Hello.
Can we use this cryptocurrency for purchasing? Hello.
Hello.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, right now you are audible.
Hello.
Hello, right now you are audible.
Sir, can we? Yes, sir. Okay. Sir, can we use this cryptocurrency to purchase?
Purchasing
Like any
what?
other currency?
Any other currency. See, through
Purchasing
this
anything.
particular, through the cryptocurrency platform, we can convert the cryptocurrencies into cash. It is possible, cryptocurrencies into cash. Okay. See, suppose we are using,
Okay.
there are a lot of exchanges. Coinbase and Coinbase Pro are there. Cash App is there. See, Binance, that is actually from US also. Binance app is there. See, through all this app, we can convert the same into cash through the app. And few agencies, once you might have heard about the Nestle, was ready to accept the Bitcoin for their car. Then they reverted. Lot of issues in this connection, because the nation as a whole not accepting cryptocurrencies as well, because this is not easy to understand to the common man, and at the same time there are so many congestions or restrictions to regulate this particular transaction, because it is beyond the control of a government. The blockchains are spreaded all over the world, so that it is not easy to control. Suppose if you want to send cash from here to Dubai, here to US, or vice versa, we should approach a bank. Which bank has the facility, or to control the money transfer agents, right? Then you can transfer the money. Again, we need to spend a lot of hours. maybe a day, or maybe at least minimum 10 years, 10 hours, right? So in this connection, in cryptocurrency, these hindrances are not there. We can immediately transfer the cryptocurrency equal to your indebtedness to a person who is sitting in US, who is sitting in UK, who is sitting in Netherlands, who is sitting in UAE, right? That is possible. See the cryptocurrency at the same time, all the cryptocurrencies actually putting forward one important point. Why we are converting all these currencies into again and again currency? We're just converting the value in terms of the fraction of bitcoins or fraction of any other currencies. It is selling, it is buying and selling is happening on fraction basis. Suppose your indebtedness to other person in connection with purchase of any material that is rupees 3,500. See, the Bitcoin or cryptocurrency fractions are available. You can send this fraction to the seller or the service provider to whom you are indebted, right? If that person, that means the seller or the buyer or the service provider have the cryptocurrency account. That is the point. Hope you understood. Hello? 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 Any other queries?
Correct, sir. It is clear. Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay. Any other questions? If there is no question, I would like to take this opportunity to thank Hari sir for giving me this such a wonderful opportunity to present budget and its few impacts on the people of this country, on the totality of this particular country. I wholeheartedly thank the college principal, IQAC coordinator, the faculty members, and all the participants of this particular webinar. I thank once again. I thank thank you all for this particular wonderful opportunity and patient listening.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
Now I would like to invite Professor Shanavas PM for delivering the vote of thanks.
All of you, good evening. Our resource persons, James V. George, sir, effectively decoded the Union Budget 2022 very simply. We all can understand. Thank and very much, sir, for your valuable talk. And thank you all participants who are actively participated this webinar. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, sir, for a nice session. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.